If you've ever Googled how to get more therapy clients and ended up feeling more confused than when you started, this video is for you. I'm a therapist. I know you didn't go to grad school to become a marketer or learn how to do all of these tips and tricks whenever it comes to all the marketing that it takes into building a private practice. The old way of doing things was having a Psychology Today profile, word of mouth, and just hoping the phone rings. But that's not enough anymore. That's not how things work in 2026. So today I'm going to tell you exactly what's actually working to market your private practice without lighting your money on fire to buy ads, directories that don't work for you, and without burning out. So let's get into it. Here's what most therapists do. They build a website, they throw up a Psychology Today profile, and they just wait. Sometimes it works, and when it works, it only works for a little bit. It's not very consistent and it feels completely out of your control. The therapists I see who grow consistently, they've stopped relying on directories and they've started building an audience. I know it sounds intimidating, but I'm not talking about millions of followers. I'm talking about a small, specific group of people who trust you before they even book a consult. Because here's the truth. People don't just want a therapist anymore. It's not about like, oh, I need to go to therapy and just pick the first random person off the list. No, they are actually screening, and consumers are becoming more and more intelligent. You even notice this yourself as you're shopping for things, like you're looking at reviews, you're diving into how would this really fit in my life? How would this really help me? And so people are really wanting to get to know you as a person. They want someone they feel like they already know. And on average, it can take as many as 7 to 20 plus touch points before someone will even book with you. We all know that trust and that trust gap is at an all-time high. It's an enormous gap for therapists. Those touch points can look like anything from watching a YouTube video, listening to a podcast, seeing your Instagram reels, reading your blog, and things like that. So as you can see, the fastest way to creating trust is actually through creating content. When you're making content, the easiest thing you can do is short form video. I know you probably don't want to be on camera. You're probably feeling imposter syndrome, like, who am I? Blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. This isn't about you. This is about the people you are helping. You have a service, you have a great skill set that you've done years of working towards. People deserve to hear about it. People deserve to get help from someone who is responsible, caring, and helpful like you. You know you can get your clients results. Clients are Googling things all the time, and if they can come across your reel that helps them feel seen, heard, and understood, that gets you one step closer to that consult. That 60-second video on Instagram is going to do a lot more for you than a Psychology Today profile that you pay for and it doesn't always give you that return on investment. The second thing that works is consistency over perfection. The therapists who are winning at marketing are not the ones who have the best lighting or the most polished graphics. No, they're the ones who are consistently showing up every week. And if you watch, people actually feel a lot more aligned with that authentic content where you're just holding your camera. Everything feels raw. It feels like they're actually going on a walk with you. Number 3, for what works is actually make your schedule sound very exclusive. Like you only work with certain individuals, you have a consult, you have the screening, and in that screening process, there is a buildup of emails, touch points to continue to nurture this relationship. And it's not like you're just waving this bright, shiny flag of like, oh, I'm accepting new clients, come work with me, because that looks thirsty and desperate and nobody likes that. Like you want to make it seem like your services are elite because they are, and you don't just work with anyone. So that leads into the mistakes to avoid. I definitely need you to hear this. The biggest mistake I see therapists make with their marketing is they try to speak to everyone. I've been there. I have tried to do the generalist marketing and work before, and let me tell you, it is exhausting. But when you are speaking to everyone, you're actually speaking to no one. And I know that probably sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but it is so true. Are you going to resonate with someone who's like, oh, here's 3 tips for anxiety? Or are you going to resonate with someone who says, when you have overthinking spirals at 9 p.m. at night and you can't stop thinking about your husband, here's exactly what is going on. So, it hits so different because you're telling a story. You're saying something that really resonates with them personally. So, having a niche of anxiety, trauma, depression, OCD, all of that, no, that is not a niche. The more specific you are, which I think it's an art, it's a balance for sure. The more specific you are, the more it's going to resonate, and the easier it is, it's also going to be for you to create content. Plus, what's beautiful about it, when you have that caseload and it's all women with OCD, you can go in and talk about all the same sequences of treatment. You know what you're doing every single session. It's not like pulling from a different training, a different course, or a different mindset of techniques. It's all very streamlined and it makes your life so, so simple. So pick the one person you love working with, not because you're necessarily good at it, but because you love working with that type of person. I'm good at working with autism, but is that something I want to do day in and day out? No, it's not, because that will burn me out so fast. Here are the final tips to build your private practice marketing, even if you're starting from scratch. Number 1, pick who you want to serve. Number 2, create a couple of pieces of content every week where you are speaking directly to that target audience. And number 3, join my school community if you don't know where to start. If you're a mental health provider and you need help with your social media marketing, join my school community for free. I've got lots of resources for you. And when you're ready to up your strategy to create more consistency across all your social media platforms, you can easily upgrade inside my school community. All right, I hope to see you in my school community soon. Link is in the show notes. Bye.